they have an objection. Otherwise, we'll approve that proposal by unanimous consent. Okay, the proposal is approved. Hearing no objections. Thank you so much. So we will now move on to the president's report, my report, and it will also serve as the executive committee's report. So I do ask that the link to my report be put into the chat, although I do have some slides that I will share. And the first thing I'm going to say is that today is 100 days. I counted. And so, of course, with business, people always say, what are you going to do in your first 100 days? I looked up and I said, oh my gosh, it's the 9th. So I didn't plan that. But today is 100 days since we have been in office. And we've been busy, y'all. We've been very, very busy. Just really working well with the executive committee. I definitely want to thank the executive committee. I really don't move left or right without them. And just everyone who's been volunteering. So I'm not going to read this. This is from my report. I just really put it up here. I'm going to put it up for each month just to highlight, just so you can see some of the items that we've been working on. We had a very busy July. One of the things I do want to highlight is just how grateful I am for the shared collaboration that we've had, and the collaboration we've had with our trustee stakeholders. It's just been really, really helpful, I think, to move Lincoln forward. So that's been really great. I did attend the retreat of the Board of Trustees. And was able to give some strategic input that I think helped move us forward. Of course, we had the golf outing, which was a great success. You'll hear more about that. And we also issued our first, in a while, I think, request for proposal for an external auditor. So that was in July. In August, we continued to stay busy. We kicked off the month. Most of you on this call were part of it, but we had a professionally facilitated retreat. It was extremely successful over 2 Sundays. And these are some of the other things that we did. We spoke and participated. The program committee did a great job with Lion Speak and really navigated a lot of challenges with the new student orientation. And I know that many of the chapters were really busy with the student orientations that they had for the new students coming from their areas. We did move forward with our contract for the auditor. So just very busy. I also wanted to mention that we had some challenges, some administrative challenges finalizing the Darrell Braxton settlement, but we did seek and secure an alumni attorney who helped us nail that down, and I am happy to report that that has been completed and signed, executed, and filed with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So, and I would like to formally thank and publicly thank Susan Moody for helping me move that forward on a volunteer basis. I did want to just mention that this is what came out of the retreat. So after the retreat, I've been working on putting together with all the input that we got, a draft strategic plan. The plan is to run the strategic plan through our bylaws committee so that it can become a part of our constitution and bylaws. We're not ready yet for that because there were still things when we went over it, there were still things that really needed to be sorted out because we really did this in the retreat context. So the framework of a retreat. So we still have a few things to work out, things that were kind of repetitive when we went back and looked. So we have some things to work out with the mission, but it was clear that we wanted to add add the concept of students mentoring and securing the Lincoln University brand, as adding that to our AALU mission. I think that the vision, however, there was broad agreement on the vision, and this was the vision that we landed on. And I also wanted to point out that there was broad agreement on the core values that we're going to go forward with. The top 3 core values were integrity, authenticity, and transparency. And then undergirding all of that was respect for one another. And that's kind of what was really behind us pushing forward with trying to add some more parliamentary procedures. We know we're not going to be perfect because we have customs that we've been used to in this organization, but we really want to increase the amount of respect that we have for one another in these kinds of settings, and just make it a shorter, hopefully, and more joyous experience. I don't know if meetings can ever really be joyous, but we can have more time for joy after the meeting if we can get out of them faster. So that brings me to September, where we did have a professional parliamentarian lead a excellent training for us. And these are some of the other things that we did in September. We've been working pro bono with the Lincoln University attorney, and she really helped us look at our corporate structure. And so we started the communication with chapters about just what our relationship, our legal relationship is with chapters, and that's all going to be sorted out going forward. I also, it's not on this list, but I also heard from the previous national president, and she is helping us to move forward with a joint 501c3 status umbrella that'll cover all of the chapters. And so we're going to be doing communications with the chapters directly about that. It's not required. I know that New York has their own, and that's fine. But we do have the benefit for all. So that's really where we are. And I wasn't watching the time, but do I have a few moments for questions?